What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. It's another fantastic, feel-good day here in the Motor City. Let's get into the topic at hand. Anton Daniels. He recently had a debate. Some would say confronted Dr. Boyce Watkins for ill stuff that he previously said about Kevin Samuels and how he said some little sideways stuff about him recently. And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, I absolutely love this energy. I think that guys like this, those panderers, they absolutely need to be confronted because they get too used to speaking in their echo chamber of women who want to hear their message. They're too used to dodging any sort of accountability when it comes to men. And Anton pulled up to his stream. He was in the chat, and he offered him to get on cam, and of course he accepted. Now Anton, I've never met him, but some of you probably figured it out. He did inspire me a bit when it came to me jumping on YouTube doing my own content. What I would say before of I appreciate you guys connecting with me, that was a nod to him. Even though I didn't ever get to speak to him, if he ever came across my stuff, I wanted him to see, hey bro, I like what you're doing, you inspired me. So I think it's only a matter of time before we run into each other, because we live in the same darn city and we both downtown. So it's only a matter of time before I'm out doing something, he out doing something, and we run into each other. We probably have been in the same space before, but I didn't know of him. I had not known of him before last summer. But anyway, let's get into it, man. So Anton jumps on there and he confronts Boyce Watkins about the fact that he claimed he liked KS, but you was talking trash about him basically the moment that he died. Like, how are you gonna say you like this person but then turn around talking trash about him? And that's what cowards do. That's what cowards do. That's easily identifiable coward behavior, to sit up here and be talking about you like somebody, but then you turn around and you be talking smack about them after they've died, no less. That is just absolutely diabolical, grade A coward behavior. So as I said, I love this energy. He was saying that, he had to be honest, this and that. See, Anton said to him, he knew him personally. They talked on the phone. He spoke at his funeral. He said he didn't always agree with things that he said, but he disagreed with him personally, because that's what friends do. Man, he was making some extremely valid points. If you know me and I'm doing something you don't like, get on the phone and hit me up, man. Talk to me about that stuff. I'm always going to be receiving of whatever criticism, even if we don't agree. If you supposedly rock with me, and then I see you making content talking about me when you could have picked up the phone, you got access to me that others don't, you could have picked up the phone and called me, unacceptable. I would never deal with anybody who do that. And take this as a teaching moment. If you know somebody that has done this to somebody else, do not deal with them, because it's only a matter of time before they do it to you too, if they haven't already done it. They may already be talking about you behind your back. It may not be on a platform, but they may already be talking about you behind your back, and it just hasn't gotten back around to you yet. Anton pointed out that was a character flaw, and he's absolutely right. A grown man smiling in your face, claiming he rocked with you, but then going behind your back talking about you, and in his case, talking about you to women. Bro, that's all types of man code violations right there. No, you don't want to deal with grown men that behave this way. That's very feminine behavior, very feminine energy. And you can always tell dudes that move like this. Just listen to some of the stuff that they say. If it's some guy that's always defending women no matter what, and he's always holding men accountable, and men should be held accountable, but when he holds men accountable but always got some excuses for a woman's behavior, that's usually one of those dudes that's a panderer that you don't want to deal with. If he's a man that sees everything from a female point of origin, that's not somebody that you want to deal with, man. That guy. If it's a man who will put down another man to up his position, big up himself to a woman, you don't want to deal with him, man. I'm telling you, do not deal with him. That is an absolute snake. Anton had mentioned before about not dating single moms. Look, I dated single moms before. I don't disagree with what he's saying. The kid is not yours. No matter what you do, the kid will never be yours. You are indeed, finishing another man's save game. I've been there hands on. So you got a guy who's never done it saying don't do it, and you got a guy who has done it saying don't do it. I mean, there's no debate here. I'm not saying that dating a single mom never works out. I'm saying that it's not usually going to be your best option. Now, I understand that there are exceptions to the rule. Boyce Watkins likes to believe he's an exception to the rule, but he's going to defend this position anyway because he's already balls deep into it. He's married a single mom, and he's convinced himself that his stepkids are his greatest blessing and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if he really believes this or if he's just convinced himself of it. But he loves saying it to his audience that he understands is predominantly women. And look, if pandering to your women is how you make money or whatever, I'm not exactly mad at you because, I believe in capitalism. But some lines you do not cross. There's levels that you just do not stoop below. You do not go after a man who is no longer here to defend himself. That's kind of why when 50 went after Irv Gotti, when Irv Gotti was already passed, it just was like, dang, 50, it's over, bro. He gone. You won. I mean, you outlasted your op. That speaks for itself. You really ain't got to throw no smoke at him now that he here. I mean, now that he no longer here. Like, it's over. For real. It's over. Dude is gone. He is no longer a thorn in your side. He is no longer somebody you got to worry about. He's gone. So yeah, I don't ever agree with men trying to convince other men to make suboptimal decisions just because they made it. Just because you jumped into a situation that was suboptimal and you made the most out of it doesn't mean that other men should do that. There's nothing wrong with telling young men, or just men in general, if they don't have kids, no, do not get involved dating a single mom. There's some things that come along with it. If you guys check out my video about me dating a single moms, I give you 2 examples of what happened dating a single mom. Your mileage may vary, but things like this are possible of happening. It won't always happen, but you may get situations that were worse than mine. So vet a woman, marry her, raise your own family, man. For those of you that are already in this situation, make the best of it, I guess, the way Boyce Watkins did. I'm not going to talk down on y'all. You made choices. Sometimes, and this is the part that is uncomfortable that I'm going to say out loud, a lot of times guys get involved with a single mom and they regret it. But they don't want to say so because it's not the right thing to say. They've been conditioned to sit up here and speak up on a situation that was bad, but they don't hold that standard when it comes to women. When women were in a situation that they hated that wasn't good for them, they are allowed to go on Twitter, IG, TikTok story times, all that, and blast the person that they were involved with for why they hated the situation. But men are supposed to just either shut up or lie to themselves and everybody else that, oh, this was actually good. Me being involved with a single mom is me taking on, helping the community and all that. No, I once believed that stuff. That's how I know this is the stuff that that was said. They once had me with that stuff. I had to learn better hands-on because I didn't have anybody around at the time that was going to give me the game like, nah, that ain't it. So you have men that are. You want men to be in the community and stand up and mentor boys and young men, but only in the capacity that you approve of. They can only give the messages that women approve of. That's insane. No. We as men in the black community, we are done listening to women when it comes to how we should move as men. We are done listening to women when it comes to how we should raise our boys. We are done listening to women when it comes to mentoring and passing free game on the other men. We done. We doing things our way now. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. And hit me in them comments. I'm holla at y'all. Peace.